Hi, it's Collins a Joke at Collins a Joke Real Life Experience. Thank you for tuning in always. I'm back today, still again, about self-care. Self-care helps us prevent emotional outbursts by helping manage emotional regulations. For me, this sounds like self-care is so important for our daily living. For us to be better people, we need self-care. We can take self-care to an extra mile of managing our healthy mental health. What do you think? When you now start to think about self-care, what comes to your mind? Let's try to broaden and build the way we see self-care beyond a bath, beyond a face mask. What is self-care to you? Because self-care for me seems to be all that I need for my daily living. How do I need that? When I do self-care, it helps reduce stress. How does that do? It helps me build resilience. It helps me become confident in myself. How? Because whenever self-care shows up, there is a sign of self-love. When you self-love yourself, things become different. You start seeing everything in a different perspective, which is the best way for us to live and to be better people. Because we make ourselves a priority in life for us to move well. Self-care would help us to be mindful, and mindful is our catch for today. Being mindful will help us understand how we are supposed to live on a daily basis. That means whenever you are mindful, you are so sensitive to things that may cause trouble. You're sensitive to things that may have legal implications. Wherever you're mindful, you are allergic to things that bring trouble. That means you work so hard to come out of toxic environments. You work so hard to stay out of trouble. When you're mindful, you work on your language, on how you respond, on how you react. Because your mind is under regulation, because you have an emotional regulation, you will manage to handle yourself. And we can only realize this when we get to self-care. Self-care is real. Self-care is something that we need. When we turn self-care into healthy self-care, we are going to live well. We are going to enjoy every bit of us, even when you are struggling. Put self-care as key to your daily life. Get sufficient sleep. Feed well. Have healthy meals. Drink a lot of water. Be happy. Like for me, whenever I have a sip of water, I feel the calmness in me. I think well, even when I feel I am disturbed with water. I'll take a sip. Enjoy with me. I'll take one more. It gives me the calmness. It gives me the peace inside of me. I think well with water. Why? Because I realize something that will calm me down even when the environment seems to be so hot. Being mindful, mindfulness is what we have today on our self-care topic. Be mindful. Train yourself to be mindful of others, of trouble, of what you say, where you say it from, when you talk, where you're supposed to go, how you're supposed to respond and react to situations. It is important for us to know that being mindful will save you a lot from trouble. We need to be happy. We need to be in right standings with everyone around us. That means when you give yourself self-care, you will get to a level where being in trouble cannot hold you because you love your peace. You love your own self. Whenever you feel a place is toxic, a relationship, a friendship is toxic and it may lead you into trouble, stay aside. Because we are onto self-care, which is self-love. That means when you self-love yourself, you need the best for you. You need to be happy. You need to be out of the face of the law. Legal consequences can show up when we don't be mindful. That means we can easily fall in trouble. We can easily fall in fights. We can easily self-harm. Self-care will train us to be mindful of ourselves. Self-care will train us to respect others. Whenever you're mindful, you learn how to respect others. Whenever you're mindful, you learn to walk straight. You learn to calm down. You learn to rest yourself. When the situation is at bliss, you calm down because you think differently. You have things to relax you. When things are out of hand, are running out of hand, excuse yourself. When you get home, if you're home, go and sleep. Like for me, go to the gym. Like for my other friend, take a walk. We should handle life lightly, sweet and soft because we need to be better every day. At Collins a Joke, that's where you find real life experiences, real life walks, things that we need on our daily to be better, to be happy. I mean, we need to see it. We need to sit and talk about how we have been challenged and how we have managed to walk this journey. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Collins a Joke real life experience. We have to be happy. We have to be better. Subscribe at Collins a Joke real life experience. Subscribe on Instagram, Collins a Joke, Facebook, Collins a Joke, YouTube, Collins a Joke real life experience, and TikTok, Collins a Joke. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are going to be better. We are going to impact the generation now and the generation to come. But we only have to do that when we are in a stable mind, when we give the right self-care to ourselves, a healthy self-care to ourselves. I love you so much. I'll see you on the other end. Have a blessed week. Thank you.